Hey, it's Monroe and Ishmael's here as well, and we're going to have the Break Diving Pow Wow for the month of April. March went by quickly. Here we are in April. Another month, springtime is here, and we're going to get to work and discuss what our plans are for the month. So I will start and tell you the top. We started with a top 10 list. I ended up coming up with, I think, 12 things. Ishmael came up with 7. That's okay. Doesn't matter. If you're following along, just use what we put as an inspiration to inspire you to put down what your targets are for the month of April. So I'm gonna share with you what mine are. Number 1 is I just finished editing my novel. You can see there's a lot of marks. So I need to go back through and type up all those edits. My goal is to get a literary agent for that book. 2, finish the book proposal for another book I'm working on called The It Factors. 3, launch the dynamic dives feature on the Break Diving site. 4, get my first new case for the month as a private detective. 5, reach yellow belt in Taekwondo. 6, read another 100 pages in my CompTIA A+ certification guide. 7, I have another app that I'm launching called Contact Points. I want to get that a basic functional version of that live. I want to make a really good close friend somewhere around here in Miami Beach, if that's possible. 9, spend more time watching French, German, Italian, and Chinese TV shows to improve my listening and vocabulary. 10, finish writing a new stand-up comedy act. 11, book tickets for a trip to Europe for this spring with me and my mom. 12, get the International Fan Alliance petition up to 100 signatures and raise a total of $100 in the month of April. And that's my plan for the month. So Ishmael, can you look at what you wrote down in the chat room on breakdiving.io and tell us what your plan is?
Yes. But if I'm going to switch the screen, my video will go off.
Oh,
can you just
do you want me to read? Oh, you want to share your screen?
No, will you share the screen? That's
Yeah, okay. All right, let me share the screen. And this way you can read from there. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so the Ramzan is coming for us. Day after tomorrow is Ramzan. The fasting month for Muslims. So yeah, usually in every Ramzan I will completely read Quran and study from it. I will learn new things or lessons to make it part of my life. So I will completely read it. And second thing, I need to complete the initial development of a software I'm working in my company. So yeah, like I said, a lot of work needs to be done. But I set a deadline on Friday. I think I should complete it before that day. And also, 2 weeks ago, I shot a React tutorial. I need to edit that and publish it on YouTube.
Cool.
Yes, and yeah, I need to be consistent with that.
Awesome. Number 4?
Yeah, then I need to start writing blogs again. And I also set a target goal like writing a post per week in Break Diving. So I'm doing that like last 2 weeks I did that. So I will continue with that also.
Awesome. 5?
And like increasing my dhikr means a chance about God. That is dhikr in Arabic. So yeah, it's a great way to increase the connection with God. So I should do it more in the Ramzan. Also continue with my other learnings like React, Electron, and App Academy lectures.
Oh, good. You're doing App Academy as well.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very good, isn't it?
Yes, it's very good. Very short and concise. You can digest it very fast.
And
Yeah,
then
right. Then sending some more job applications.
good, cool.
I like my job now also, but the salary is very low.
Yeah, everyone's always, here's the thing though, remember, everyone always seems to think that getting a bigger salary is the most important thing, but to me, I think I think free time is the most important thing.
Yes, that's very important. That's why I like this work. Also, I get more free time, but the salary is, relatively very less.
Just be careful, because you get the new job and it's got a big salary, but then you got no time to do anything.
Yeah, that will be a hell. Like I know that.
So you'll have to be careful and see. Looking at your list again, what are the three most important things? I'm gonna look at my list and see what my three most important things are. I would say most important is to finish the book and get that literary agent. 2 is to launch the new feature on our break diving site. And I would say tied for third is getting yellow belt in Taekwondo and getting the International Fan Alliance to 100 signatures. Let me actually let me share my screen again. I want to show this. I don't know if you've seen it, but here, this is what I'm working on here. So the International Fan Alliance. It's there's actually a little bit more than 15. I raised a little bit more this past week, so I have to update that. And
Is that dynamic that showing the money, or are you doing it?
no. This is just a simple one-page HTML CSS website. So I'm manually updating this every week. That's why it says last updated March 26th.
Yeah, I was going through this website and I found the membership fees. It's very high.
So I'm getting there. We have, here's the petition itself. Did you sign, by the way?
No.
And look, I think it's up to 25 now. Let's see, waiting for it to reload. Yeah, 25. And trying to get, the next goal is 100. When it gets to 100, that's when they start to share it with, they'll share it on the community with others. So hoping that I can get up to 100 soon. And so that's my next, that's my tied for third, is getting this up to 100 and getting my Taekwondo yellow belt. Let's look here of yours, which do you want to do here? Which are your top three?
Yeah, top three will be the second one, completing my software development things, and the fifth one, that's very important to me. Also,
is which one?
The fifth one.
Fifth one.
Yes.
Is Ramzan the same thing as Ramadan?
Yes, yeah. Some would say Ramadan, some would say Ramzan.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out my connection to God and improve that too. I don't know what's going on lately, but
I saw your post. I saw your post, but I was thinking like how to write a reply for you, because it's such a complex subject.
Yeah, I just go back and forth with I ask, sometimes when I ask, just don't have any answers. Like, for example, they're just, and maybe because everything is based on faith when it comes to God. Nobody has proof, but I always ask, like, well, what's our purpose in life? And secular people would say, oh, to be happy. But that's not a purpose. That's not why you were created, in order to be happy. No, that might be a selfish goal that you have for your life. And I'm thinking, okay, so that can't be the purpose of life, to become happy. And then people say, oh, to glorify God. I'm thinking, but I find that weird too, because like your mom and dad are your parents, just like God is our parents. So God, I can't imagine, like your parents did not give birth to you because they wanted someone to go, I love you. You are the most amazing parent. Thank you for bringing me food. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, they keep making the analogy between children and parents and humans and God, whereas God is like our father, our parent.
Yeah, I know. In Christianity, God is like your father, right? But in Islam, the view is a little different. God is a master, and the people are the slave. And
Well,
servants.
that's even worse.
Yes.
It's like, I mean, let's say that's the truth. If that's the case, I'm thinking that, so our purpose is to be a slave. I feel like in both Christianity and Islam, I don't fully get it. I'm trying to figure out, what am I doing here? What is my main purpose in life? And so is it to glorify God in Islam too?
It is not to glorify God, but glorifying God is a part of it.
So what's the main purpose of your life, do you think, as a human being?
As a human being, according to Islam, living your life per the Islamic, doctrine or the set of rules that Islam we are putting forward, by the will of Allah, by submitting our wills to Allah, to the God. That's Islam's point of view. And if you want, I will suggest some of the books from Al-Ghazali. He was a very known scholar in the 12th century. I think in many European universities also, Ghazali is a very, discussed scholar. I was reading two of his books. One is The Beautiful Names of Allah, and 99 Beautiful Names of Allah, and one thing is Alchemy of Happiness. So in the Alchemy of Happiness, he is saying that to find happiness, true happiness in the life, you need to find Allah or the God. To find the God, you need to know yourself first. You need to know yourself, then only you can find the God.
So I should look into the mirror more often.
Yeah. Actually, if you are reading some Sufi books, like Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi.
What's it called?
Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi. He is known with the last name Rumi.
Okay.
I also heard that, I don't know if that's correct. In USA, the most sold poetry of Rumi's poetry is the most sold in US.
You can, your book recommendations have been good so far, because you told me about this book and I got it.
Okay.
And if you've given me one good book recommendation, maybe you can post more about this other book in the community so others can maybe consider getting it.
I will mostly recommend this one, the one that the Alchemy of Happiness, and there is a book from Rumi also, the Masnavi. Read those two books, especially the Masnavi. I think you can get a more view into yourself and then to God. That's the best way. You can just look at the God. What is God? What we need to do for the God. But you need to ask from yourself first. Then only you can go. That's my view.
No, okay, it's good. Every perspective is helping me a little bit, so this is good. How are things otherwise? How are you looking forward to the month of April?
Yes. I'm looking forward
Um, yeah, I like April because it's really the beginning of spring. And it's,
Yeah.
winter is over and it's not quite summer, but there's still renewal, there's rebirth, growth. And so I think April is going to be a good month. I always think April is going to be a good, it's funny, ever since I
Is it
was,
very hot, the temperature?
it's, Florida is very strange compared to other parts of the United States because most of the United States has 4 seasons where winter is cold, spring is a little bit nicer, summer is very hot, then fall is cool, then winter's cold again. In Florida, and especially in Miami Beach, it's uh, summer is very hot, fall is pleasant, winter is very nice, but sometimes a little bit cool. Now springtime again, it's sort of cool, but also starting to get warm, and then summer is very hot. So it's not the same feeling like in New York when I lived there or in Shanghai. Winter was cold and you couldn't wait for April, May because you could start to wear t-shirts again and wear shorts, where I've been wearing shorts for the last 8 months that I've been here. And so, but I still, I'm surprised because wasn't sure when I moved here. And when I was in New York, I'd always looked forward to opening the window in April and having the beautiful singing and the snow is melting. And it gave me such rejuvenation. And I was worried. I said, I wonder if I'm going to feel that here in Florida because it's so warm the whole time. But today, I do. April 1st, I'm excited about the month. I'm excited about springtime and have a little bit of hope renewed, a little bit more faith. And this is the month where Monroe figures out the true purpose of human existence.
Yes. Yeah. It's like you will find it and you lose it, and some other time you will find it again. That's the case with God, I believe. For most of the times.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a constant struggle. What somebody said to me, which is very interesting, they said, if it were completely clear what our purpose was and why we exist, life would be very boring. And it's the
Yes.
fact that it's a bit of a mystery that makes it fascinating. And maybe it's a blessing from God that we don't fully
Yeah.
understand what this is all about. But
Yeah, that's correct. If you are not doing any mistakes, then you don't need God, right?
yeah, I mean, if we weren't if there was no ability to make mistakes, what benefit is what if we didn't feel pain? Why would we feel exhilaration and success? If we didn't understand failure, then we don't understand success. If we didn't understand and have hate, we wouldn't understand what love is. So
That's correct.
at the same time, that doesn't make life any easier to understand.
Yeah, I also don't feel like I never felt that life should be easy. I will think that I need to push the time and get older and older and die. That's the main purpose. But meanwhile, we need to do good things because we believe in the afterlife. So the afterlife is the thing that makes you do the good deeds and those things.
No, that's good. Yeah. Well, God, Ishmael, and Monroe ask you to help us and all break divers to figure out the purpose of life in April 2022. Amen.
Yeah, I think in Christianity and Islam, most of the things are same. Many things are same.
Yes, we're both faiths have many people who are confused about.
That's true in every religion.
That's funny. So what's your plan for this week? Let's break it a little bit smaller. We have our plan for the month. What's the plan for this week?
For this week would be, yeah, the big thing is, I set the deadline for the last Friday for my development. I need to complete that, and I said that for the last 3 days, I'm just really concentrating on that. The days before that, I was doing many things like learning almost 2 technologies like React. I was learning App Academy lectures, and also I was doing a course on database design. And one other thing, what was that? Flutter, I think. So I was doing this on the alternate days, 3 or 4 days per week. But it stopped for last 3 days. It stopped. Only my company work is getting done. I need to make it consistent. Those things also. I don't want to miss those things and forget all those things. I need to take it back to my everyday life. Those are the things I need to do in the coming weeks.
Okay, that's good. That sounds like a good plan. For me, I want this dynamic dives feature to be launched. We've been working on it for 8-9 months, and I'm hoping it's almost ready to go this week. I'd like to have the whole book completely, all the edits typed up by this end of this week. And what else this week? I only have to do about an hour and a half more of training before I can take my Taekwondo yellow belt test. So I just need to focus over this next week and do that. Just get my last hour and a half of training.
So, what's the belt before yellow?
White.
Is it the first belt?
Yeah, so I have the first belt white. Now I'm almost at the second belt yellow.
Do you have a partner now?
Yeah, I have different people that I work with here.
Is it from the same thing, right? The GMA?
No, my partners are just people that I meet here. I'll just ask someone, I'll say, hey, one of my people I know, hey, can you meet me for half an hour? I just need to do practice some moves. And they go, okay. So, a lot of people want to learn martial arts, so I end up teaching them what I'm learning. And
you are doing some other techniques also.
What's that?
You are also learning some other things like nunchuck.
Yeah, nunchuck, Krav Maga.
Those 2 things you are learning, nunchuck and taekwondo.
Yeah, nunchucks, Krav Maga, taekwondo.
What about Krav Maga?
I have like 16 more hours of training before I can take my orange belt exam. So I have more time. I have a lot more, maybe it's going to take maybe June or July until I can take that test.
Will you do training every day or week?
I used to be doing it every day. I've gotten very busy and distracted. So now it's maybe twice a week.
Yes.
So we'll see. I have to get ready. I have to go to work in about 10 minutes, and I have to get my shoes on and get my bicycle ready to ride up to the school. So I have to cut our meeting short for now.
Okay, where you're going?
To 25th Street to go teach at EF.
Oh, you're teaching?
Yeah, I teach one class per week. It's on Wednesdays and Fridays, for business, investing, and finance to the students there. So
Okay.
off I go. What time is it now? 5 o'clock?
It's 8:15.
8:15. So you have a little bit of time before you go to bed. Let's do the photograph. 1 second. Ready? And wait. Computer's so slow these days. I don't know why. The clipping tool is horrible. The clipping tool used to be great, but now it's okay. Ready? Hold, smile and hold it. Oh, come on, stupid snipping tool. It's still not, it still didn't take the, do it again. I think, did it take a picture? No, literally, I don't know what's going on with this. The Windows 11 snipping tool doesn't work anymore.
But is there any snapshot thing in this Zoom?
Not in, what is wrong with this computer? Hold on.
When you are going to Europe, I saw that.
Hey, let me stop the recording. For those of you on YouTube, we're having technical difficulties with the snipping tool here. Hope you'll join us at breakdiving.io. Please click like, please click subscribe, share this video with somebody, leave a comment, and we'll see you later. Wave goodbye, Ishmael.